Welcome, children, to another session of our geography class. In this chapter, we're going to learn about the domains of the Earth, the atmosphere, and biosphere. Let's see what is atmosphere. So, our Earth, the surface of the Earth is further surrounded by a layer of gases. So, a lot of gases are all around us. Some are very important for the life on Earth. So this is what is called atmosphere, that is the layer of gases surrounding the earth's surface is called the atmosphere. So this layer of gases called the atmosphere is very important for all the living beings on the earth. So for the existence of life on this earth, this layer of atmosphere helps a lot. The atmosphere is like a big blanket around the earth which protects it in many ways. So this atmosphere is a big blanket of that is, it is like a blanket or a covering on the earth's surface which protects us in many ways. So this layer of gases absorb the heat from the sun and protects us from the harmful radiations of the sun, falling meteors and toxic gases. So children, this atmosphere that is covering the earth's surface protects us from a lot of harmful radiations that are emitted by the sun. So the sun has when the sun's heat reaches us, it reaches us without those harmful radiations. So this atmosphere protects all these harmful radiations from entering into the earth's surface and reaching us. So even the falling meteors and the toxic gases are also prevented because of this atmosphere layer. The atmosphere has a gas called oxygen which we breathe. Without this gas, life is impossible. So the main thing for life on this planet is oxygen, is the presence of oxygen which helps us to breathe. So this is an important gas that is also present in this atmosphere. Different gases, water vapor, and dust particles are also significant components of the atmosphere. So, apart from oxygen, there are many more gases on the Earth's surface. We have also water vapors and dust particles, which are very significant components of this atmosphere. The gravitational force of the Earth holds the gases around the Earth. So, as you know, when you throw something up, you find that everything falls downwards. So whatever you throw upwards, it comes down to the earth. What have you ever thought why this happens? Yes, this is of the because of the gravitational pull or the magnetic pull of the earth to its center. So everything that goes up comes down. So this magnetic force of the earth holds all the gases around the Earth's surface. That is why the atmosphere is dense near the Earth's surface, and away from the Earth's surface it starts thinning. So as you go higher and higher above the Earth's surface, you find that this atmosphere level uh, decreases. So this atmospheric pressure on the Earth gradually decreases, and when you reach to a greater height, you will find difficulty in breathing. So there is less dense atmospheric pressure, less dense atmosphere in that state. At ultimately it merges into the space, and then gradually what happens, there comes the space when you reach to a more than normal height, where there is no gravitational pull. That place is called as space. Thus there is no definite boundary between this atmosphere and space. So there is no definite boundary line. So there is no, it is, you can't say that after this height there is space, or after this limit there is the space. So there is no definite boundary for distinguishing between the atmosphere and space. It is believed that the atmosphere extends up to a height of 1600 kilometers from the surface of the earth. So from the place where you are standing on this earth, so, from that height to 1600 kilometers above, it is called the extent of the atmosphere. Let us know the composition of various gases in the atmosphere. Now let's study about all the various components or the various ingredients that due to which this atmosphere is comprised of. Now the composition of the atmosphere. So children, here's a small diagram to show the composition of the air. So the brown part is the nitrogen, the blue part is the oxygen, the yellow part in between, a very little part is yellow, so you will find it over here. So this is what is oxygen, and the rest of the part over here is the other gases. So children, these are the chief gases that are present in the in our atmosphere. So atmosphere is made up of various gases, water vapor, dust particles, etc., combining of various gases like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and other gases make up the atmosphere. So these are the gases. Even water vapor and dust particles also comprise or consist of the components of the atmosphere. An approximate analysis of the constituents of the atmosphere is shown in the following table. So here is a table made to show the actual composition of atmosphere. So nitrogen is about 78% of the Earth's atmosphere. Oxygen is around 21%, and carbon dioxide and other gases 0.038%, and other gases are 0.17%. So total it is about 100. So out of 100, that percentage means out of 100. So this is the composition of the atmosphere. Now let's see how does nitrogen help us. Our atmosphere contains maximum amount of nitrogen, that is 78%. It is a tasteless, colorless and odorless gas that retards combustion. That means it slows down the process of burning. It would be difficult to control fire without nitrogen. So if there is a fire, it is very easy to control. Why? Because the presence of nitrogen is in a huge amount. So this nitrogen is a tasteless, colorless and odorless. Odorless means it has no smell. So it doesn't have any smell, and it also retards or decreases or reduces the process of burning. Then we have the next component, oxygen. Oxygen is a life gas, as it is the base of life for all living organisms, including humans. So there is about 21% of the Earth's composition. It consists of oxygen, and oxygen is the main or the chief living source of life on this earth. Then we have carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is essential for the growth of plants, as it helps them in photosynthesis. So as we have studied, you must have studied this before, that the plants take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. So this carbon dioxide helps plants to continue the process of photosynthesis. So its concentration is about 0.3% in the atmosphere. So it constitutes about 0.3% in the atmosphere. It increases with the increase in the level of pollution. So as the level of pollution increases, the amount of carbon dioxide also increases, and it is the heaviest gas in the atmosphere. So you can very well think, if carbon dioxide increases in the atmosphere, then it will gradually fall to the base or to the surface of the earth. So when it will come to the surface of the earth, it will make life impossible, because we do not inhale carbon dioxide because it is a poisonous gas for us. Then we have the fourth composition is the ozone gas. Ozone is one gas in the atmosphere which is protecting us from the harmful radiations of the sun. So ozone is another component of the atmosphere. It also surrounds the earth's surface, and it protects the sun from sending all the harmful radiations. So it protects the earth from the sun's harmful radiations to reach to the earth's surface. It is present in very little amount in the atmosphere, so it is also in a less quantity in the atmosphere. Now we come to the layers of the atmosphere. Now layers of the atmosphere, like the lithosphere, the atmosphere is also found in different layers. Our atmosphere has a layered structure according to different gases that vary in weight and density. The denser and heavier gases like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, etc. are found near the Earth's surface, while the lighter gases are found at higher altitude. So as you know that there are a lot of gases on this Earth's surface, so some of the gases are heavier and some are lighter. So heavier gases are towards the lower part of the Earth's surface, or Earth's atmosphere, that is to the near the surface of the Earth, and the lighter gases are far away from the surface of the gas. Based on the temperature, the atmosphere is divided vertically into 5 layers. So, as per the temperature is considered, this atmosphere is then divided into 5 layers. That is, apart from lithosphere, it is troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. So, brief description is given about all these layers. So, children, we will study up till now, up till this part today, and we'll continue with the rest of the chapter in our next class. So, children, I would like you to learn all this very thoroughly so that you can be able to understand what will be taught in the next classes. So, till then, we meet in our next class. It is goodbye.